Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here to Current Situation Media, Diaspora, Liberian Political Spotlight every Tuesday. Welcome, welcome, welcome here. We will be joined tonight by some of our panelists, Pastor Success, Solomon Hooks, Augustus Talu, Valiku Cabo, Dave Cooley, and Octavius Gilman, and Malcolm, and other guests as we discuss national issues of Liberia. Welcome here and happy Tuesday. How you doing here? But I'm also here going to play some little music here for you guys as we await our panelists. Hope your Tuesday is going well here. We are reporting live here from Des Moines, Iowa. Is our headquarters, and the current temperature today was 56, so that was pretty nice. Happy Tuesday to you all. Go ahead and share this here. But we have some very key topics here, important topics that we will be discussing tonight for 2 hours, and later on we will also have an interview discussion going on here. So tonight we will be pretty busy, and so go ahead and share this live here as we await our panelists to come on. It's going to be very interesting discussion going on. Happy Tuesday. Hope your Tuesday is going good. Mine is going pretty good here. Happy Tuesday. We're going to also play some music here. Welcome here, welcome here, folks. Like I said, we also going to play some music in the background. And we have very interesting political discussion tonight. It's Tuesday here on Current Situation. Tomorrow will be ladies' night, so I know most of you guys are waiting ladies' night, but we also love to talk about politics as well. So let's warm up here with some music. Let's play some music here for you guys, and as we await our panelists to dive into some national discussion. All right.
Rich man regret.
Well, share this live here. You're watching here from your state.
My comforter, miracle walking God, you remain the same. Essence of day. Hey, my comforter, miracle walking God, you remain the same. Awesome God to reign. Because everything now you, anything I do now you, everywhere I go now you, even this life I enjoy today, Papa, the job I do now you, the money I get now you, my marriage today now you, hey now you. You are the miracle worker, there is no one else like you. Unchangeable Daddy, you do whatever you say. All sufficient God, my sufficiency is in you. You the I am that I am, oh, nothing impossible unto you. You bright in my day in the morning, smooth in my day in the afternoon. You protect me at the night time. Your love is more than enough for me. I can't explain. Every night and day I'm doing mighty things. Cause you have given me the ability. Now I can do all things through Christ Jesus. Miracle walking God, you remain the same. Essence of day, hey my comforter, miracle walking God, you remain the same. Awesome God you reign, because everything now you, anything I do now you, everywhere I go now you. Even this life I enjoy today, Papa. The job I do, now you. The money I get, now you. My marriage today, now you. Now you, hey, now you. I'm walking authority, your name. I'm walking liberty, everywhere. Your love shines brighter every morning, oh Lord. If it's not for your grace, tell me who I'll be today. From glory to glory, I'm living the story. From Africa to Europe, hey, out of all the world, I graduate.
We will be talking about the rescue team tonight. We are discussing national politics tonight. Welcome here to Current Situation Media. Here we're still waiting our panelists to come on here, but we're going to go down the list of topics that we will be discussing tonight, folks. Here we have full discussion tonight. Number one, we'll be talking about President Joseph Boakai new appointments in government, longest list so far. We'll also be talking about Representative Yekeh Korlubah and Senator President Johnson assertions about President Boakai being corrupt and nepotistic. And also, we'll be discussing a supplementary payroll discovery at Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs. And then we'll hit on the Prophet Key Saga. All right. So, yeah, but we just want to make sure that we have a few of our one or two of our panelists on here. Then we going to dive into this. But we just want to play some music. We're going to play some music in the background here. And as we await our panelists to come on. But happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. We are reporting live here from Des Moines, Iowa, Midwestern State. How's your Tuesday going? And today is February 20th. The weather was so nice today in Des Moines, Iowa. How's your state? So if you are watching from a state, let us know where you're watching from. Where's your current situation? Give us a thumbs up. And feel free to contribute to this discussion here. We have phone numbers here, 515-201-1657 here. Okay? But tonight we will be diving into some political issues here. Political discussion here. And, the rescue team since January 22nd, it took place here. A lot of appointments been going on here by JNB. So we're going to, dive into his latest appointments. Very long list. We're going to dive into it as well. And let's see here. We're going to dive into that list here. We're going to get some perspective from our panelists here. We are still waiting our panelists to come on. So go ahead and join us here. Share this live here. So as soon one of our panelists come on here, we will dive into this discussion. All right. We will dive into this political discussion here. So if you love politics, you can tune in or you can listen. All right. If you love politics, tune in or listen here. But like I said, it's Happy Tuesday from my end, Des Moines, Iowa, and yeah. But it's a beautiful Tuesday, very beautiful day. The weather was pretty good today, and I hope the weather is good in your area. We are gearing towards spring. Then from next summer, we are excited. This winter was not too bad in Iowa compared to previous winter, but this winter wasn't that bad. But Happy Tuesday, Happy Tuesday. Usually on Tuesday we discuss politics that is called Diaspora, Liberian Political Spotlight. So for some reason our panelists are taking a while to come on here for all to discuss. So like I said, the first one will be President Joseph Boakai, new appointments in government, longest list so far. We will go through that list here, and you let us know what you guys think. Because every time the president makes some appointments, he also has some changes. And this newest list here is wow. So let me just bring this up here. President Boakai makes new appointments in government, rolls out his longest list so far. The President of the Republic of Liberia, His Excellency Joseph Boakai, has nominated additional 139 officials to positions in government, affecting several lines of ministries and agencies. Yeah, so this is the longest list here. He just appointed 139. Here we're going to go through here. So starting here from the Ministry of Internal Affairs. You see the puppet stage trying to shuffle things in his government. And starting from the Ministry of Internal Affairs, we have Sembe Brown, Deputy Minister of Administration. We also have Selena Paulson Mappy, Deputy Minister for Operations. Councillor Lucini F. Belity, Assistant Minister for Legal Affairs. So this is the Ministry of Internal Affairs we're going through right now. And we also have James K. Yoli, Assistant Minister for Operations. Mike Korlubah Jabate, Assistant Minister for Urban Affairs. Brown B. Sali, Senior, Assistant Minister of Administration. William Jala, Assistant Minister for Culture Affairs. So now then we'll go through the list of the local government / Ministry of Internal Affairs. We have Wardway Bryan, the Superintendent of Monserrato County. And I know some of you guys know some of these names. And some of these names are familiar to you guys, some are not. But like I said, appointments are still going on here. They have to occupy all those positions. And the puppy have not been there. Well, within 2 days, he will be there for a month. He took office on the 22nd of January, if I'm not mistaken. The 22nd, either the 22nd or the 20th. So either 2 days from now, we're making a month. So we're just going through these newly appointees. Remember now, he has nominated 139 officials to positions in government. So let's go down the list here. Let's go down here. We just got done with Internal Affairs. Let's see here. We at Ministry of Health. Hang on, guys, just a second here. I'll be right back. Someone is at my door here. I just want to play some little music until I get back.
My life elevates. You remain the same. Awesome God to reign. Because everything, now you. Anything I do, now you. Everywhere I go, now you. Even this life I dey enjoy today, Papa. The job I do, now you. The money I get, now you. My marriage today, now you. Now you, hey, now you. Because everything, now you. Anything I do, now you. Everywhere I go, now you. Even this life I dey enjoy today, Papa. The job I do, now you. The money I get, now you. My marriage today, now you. Now you, hey, now you.
Uh, hello there. We are back. We are back here. Hello there. We are back. For some reason, one of our panelists are on right now. None of our panelists are on right now, so but we would like to dive into the discussion here. But at least let's wait for at least one of our panelists here. So I just don't want to dive into the discussion with any of our panelists here, and let me go ahead and play some music about the rescue team. But if you are just joining us here, we'd like to say thank you for coming on here. We appreciate that. And we're going to talk about some Liberian politics here. But like I said, we are still awaiting our panelists to join us. As soon as our panelists join us, we will dive into this discussion. And also feel free. Feel free to come and join the discussion here as well. Let us know. We'll also send you the link. But it's Tuesday. Like I said, Tuesday we discuss national politics. We talk about other community issues. Wednesday, ladies' night, we discuss a relationship topic. Thursday, we discuss businesses. Then Friday and Saturday, we usually go out there and live stream at different community events. So if you also have your event coming on, if you want to come and advertise it on the network, feel free to do that as well. But it is Tuesday night here. Tuesday is a politics night here on Current Situation. And so we're going to go through the list here, but from there, we're going to entertain you guys a little bit. And I'm going to double check to see if why my panelists are not coming on here. I'm not sure whether it's a technical issue. But let me leave you with some music. We're going to play some music for you guys just to double check what's going on behind the scene. Yeah, well, we are not sure if it's a technical issue. We'll do our best to bring our here as we dive into a national discussion. And a 2 hours discussion will be discussed on Current Situation Media. And please feel free to join us. But like I said, welcome here. It's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Hope you and your family are doing well. And also hope your 2023 is 2024 is going well. I get a little bit confused here. I'm thinking that we're still in 2023. But hope your 2024 is going well, it's going fabulous here. Make sure that you are, working towards those goals that you put forward to accomplish. Do not procrastinate. You have to write them down. You have to do a checklist. You have to just do it. You have to start now. Don't wait for, you want to be in the right mindset, or you want to be pretty much in the perfect, let's just say the perfect situation before you start. No, you got to jump on those goals and keep pushing. Do not be a procrastinator. So you got to jump on it. All right. So, folks, like I said, yeah, we are still waiting here, but we're gonna go ahead and play some. Trying to find some nice political music for you guys here. All right. Trying to find some nice political music for you guys. I want to play some video here when George Weah was leaving. Right. Here, just so you guys are looking here behind us. What is going on here.
So, folks, welcome to Punch TV Live. At the VIP launch, here at the Rabbits International Airport. President George Weah is here. He will be departing Liberia shortly. The former president will be departing Liberia shortly. He's in the VIP launch. And the scores of common government officials are here. You see, here is dressed in black coat suit, the Deputy Director of Administration at the Ministry of Public Works, Joseph Paul. We see present here is the port manager of Bikana. He's here. His scores of common government features as well. So exactly. He's the former president. He's the former president of Liberia. We need to get used to that. Because for sure he's the former president of the Republic of Liberia. So you see the Sekou Galasco, also former presidential aide to the former president George Weah. So the former president is departing Liberia today. We've been told, Donald confirmed that he's going to Italy. We also see the former mayor of the city of Monrovia, Jefferson Koji, is there. You see Jefferson Koji there with Rescue Mother. Also here is Rescue Mother Finabondo. So schools of former government officials are here. Now let's bring you the happenings outside of there. But someone is speaking. The former Minister of Public Works, is here. She's Madame Collins. She just spoke briefly. We also have the former Minister of Health here. But let's see what's happening outside. So she says here in the numbers to bid the president farewell. The former president, so to speak. Let's see the former maritime boss, Eugene Nangwe, who just resigned a couple of days, is also leading this battle cry here as well.
Hello?
Yeah,
You hear me?
yeah, I do.
All right, we're just doing some highlights here when President Joe Weah was departing. All right, thank you for coming on here. We appreciate that. Here, for some reason, I can't get Solo. We spoke earlier. He was sending the link. Can you hear me? Hello.
It might have fallen asleep. Though.
All right. Yeah, because right now is 12, almost 12:30 a.m. in Liberia. But thank you very much here, Pastor Success, for coming here. And folks, Folks, please go ahead and tune in here. Welcome here to Current Situation Media, Diaspora, Liberian Political Spotlight. It's every Tuesday. We got very important discussion tonight here, but we are now being joined by one of our consistent panelists, Pastor Success, who is also well knowledgeable on political issues. Can you hear us? And we can see you.
I'll be waiting a second.
All right. Folks, go ahead and tune in here. Also, please share this live segment as well. So Pastor Success is getting his camera ready and trying to position himself here as we dive into this national discussion or national issues concerning Liberia. So if you also interested in the conversation here, you have any input, feel free to come on and opine as well. Let us know. We'll send you the link here. We dive into these discussion every Wednesday, every Tuesday. So go ahead and share the link here, and I'm gonna go over these topics that we will be discussing today here. So our first topic will be President Boakai new appointments in government, longest list so far. So we're gonna go over some of them, and our next discussion will be Representative Yekeh Korlubah and Senator Prince Johnson assertion about President Boakai being corrupt and nepotistic. And we will also discuss the supplementary payroll discovery at the Ministry of State and Presidential Affairs. And we'll touch a little bit on the Prophet Key Saga. How are you, sir?
I'm good.
Yes. The weather been pretty good today. What do you think? Des Moines, Iowa. It was like what, 56, 57.
Today is the best winter ever in the United States.
In Iowa, right?
Since I've been in the U.S., man, all this I've been going to, this is the best winter ever.
I concur with you. I've been in Iowa for the longest, and I have experienced, going through a lot of winters, but this winter is it's called the soft winter, and now it's almost over. I think so far it have snowed like maybe 3 times. Yeah, but and beautiful days, and that's good because Iowa weather is unpredictable. So, but who knows? Maybe
Yeah, you can't praise Iowa weather. That's the wrong thing you want to do.
yeah, you cannot praise Iowa weather. Absolutely here. All right. So, how's your day going?
Also, I yell at the gym.
You just
Go
left it.
exercise. Yeah, I'm going to exercise.
Oh, that's good. Well, when you go into let me take this call. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the audience here as I take this call quick here. So, hello.
Yeah, like he said from the beginning, my name is Pastor Success A.B. Dennis, and precisely live in Des Moines, Iowa. And we are here again tonight to discuss issue of national concern. We have to be honest and sincere and respectful to our audience. So we will do our best to discuss the issue as best as our knowledge, can reach. We don't know all, but we assure you that we can provide you the best information that you need. And the best we try to do is to make sure that we are authentic. We want to make sure that our information are authentic. So that when we give it to you, you can rely on it. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you here. So let's go to this new appointments by the president. Yeah, President, the President of the Republic of Liberia, His Excellency Joseph Nima Boakai Sr. has nominated additional 139 officials to positions in government affecting several line of ministries and agencies. 139. Is this the total so far, or that's a new one that he just added to the previous?
That's a new batch. That's a new batch.
Yeah.
If you really look at government, the presidential appointee, I think they're around like 4 to 5 thousand. Yeah, something like that. Presidential appointees.
The total in different agencies. The total
Yeah,
is
different agencies. Some agencies got five, some got four, some got three, and looking at all the government, and then more or less you got. It's about for us to look at the various counties. You got 15 counties, right?
yeah.
15 superintendent, 15 development superintendent, 15 superintendent for fiscal affairs. So that's 30. No, that's not 30. That's 30 plus that's 45. Just the county alone. The county alone appointment from the office of the president. The county alone have 45 official you are appointed. Three each. Three down file of 15.
So what I would like to know, so all these appointments is not only based in Monrovia, Montserrat, it's around the
No,
country.
99% of the appointment are central government worker. So they based in Montserrat, with the exception of the superintendent. The
Yeah.
superintendent of the various counties have to go to their counties to work. But when it comes to central government appointment, those people work directly with central government at the capital.
All those are representatives. And but let's start here. Maybe when we go through these names, maybe some of these names might be familiar with you because you worked in government, and and you pretty much tell us about these appointments here, and this is ongoing. So let's start here from Ministry of Internal Affairs. So we have let's see, we have one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. We have up to 15. So we have Samuel Brown, Deputy Minister of Administration. Are you familiar with that individual or any knowledge on that individual?
No,
Okay. Then we move forward to Selena Paulson Papi or Mapi, Deputy Minister for Operations.
no.
Councillor Lucini F. Bility, Assistant Minister for Legal Affairs.
I heard Councilor Lucien name before from one of my colleagues, from one of my friends who happened to be, I think he was also appointed as deputy minister or minister. They call him Kobangalu. Council, I mean, it's Anthony Alor Kobangalu. I heard that ability name from him. When we were having a conversation, he did mention this particular ability guy, but in person, I haven't seen him.
Is this person related to Musa Ability?
That I don't know. I can't. I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to insinuate.
Okay, thank you. We have James K. Yoli, Assistant Minister for Operations. Are you familiar with that person?
No, sir.
Mike Kekuli B. Jabate, Assistant Minister for Urban Affairs.
Minister of what?
Assistant Minister for Urban Affairs.
That's urban affairs. That's internal affairs ministry, right?
Yes,
Yeah, that Mike Jabate. I know him.
Mike Jabate. Okay. And Brown B. Sirleaf Sr., Assistant Minister for Administration.
No,
William Jala, Assistant Minister for Culture
I don't know
Affairs.
what. I don't know whether the Jada that I know. I know one with him Jada, but I'm not too sure. I will try to reach out to him tomorrow and see whether he's the one that he's the assistant minister.
Okay. So now we let's go to the local government / Ministry of Internal Affairs. So we got Woodway Bryan, Superintendent of Montserrat County. The superintendent. Oh, are you familiar with that person?
No, so basically, there are few people on that list I'm familiar with,
Yes.
right? But all the people that are being appointed right now, these are people I don't really know like that. I know few of them, like I know Mike Jabate. I got two of my family members on that list.
All right.
One is to be a lawmaker, a lawmaker representative in district number 3, district number 3, most County. When you go to, is it, I watch one of the institutions. He is the I think deputy director or director. They call him CB Bashel. Go down that lane, you see it. As you go down the lane, you see one CB Bashel.
Okay. Yeah, let's go down the list. If you're not familiar with our president, just say move on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish Solomon was on today to talk more about these guys, then, because you might be familiar with some. So we got William Jala, Assistant Minister of Cultural Affairs. All right, we're already touched base. We have Brian Zawi, Superintendent of Riverside County. Alex Grant, Superintendent, Grand Judah County.
And people are having problems. I mean, I don't know how it is, but the Constitution says the people work at the will and pleasure of the president. All we want the president to do for the good image of our country, when you're appointing some people, you should do due diligence on them to make sure that they don't have a tinted record, because according to them, they came to the rescue, so they cannot be doing what they cried about yesterday that other people did. So I don't know much about. I know Eddie Grant. He was once representative of Grand Judah County, I think district number 3. But what I'm hearing from the corridor of Grand Judah, that some people are saying, no, you don't have a good relationship with the Grand Judah. But again, if we continue to tell people that no, oh no, the person doesn't have a good relationship, the person doesn't have a good relationship, I don't think we'll have any Liberian working, because one way or the other, somebody have a problem with somebody.
Yes.
But only issue we've been flagging out is that to ensure that these people have a, we don't want somebody to be appointed to serve in government with a tinted record, and at the end of the day, it becomes a problem, because this is what you guys cry for. That's what the change you guys came for. So people you bring it to be people of credibility. That's the only check mark for me I hold here. But to dictate to the president to determine who work here, who doesn't, who should not work here, I don't think it's in our favor. But the Constitution, the organic of our nation, says that these people work at the pleasure and the will of the president. You can wake up one morning and say, I fire you. You can wake up one morning and appoint. There are just few areas that I got problem with, but as we go along, when we get there, we'll let you know.
So I'm kind of wondering, most of these names here, are they all affiliated with the Unity Party, or some of them are from different parties, and the people just recommended them to the president?
No, right now, what is happening is that this government is not being inclusive yet. Probably in the future, the president will look in other political parties that did not ally with the Unity Party. Remember that there were a few political parties that joined the Unity Party. The MRD, which is the President Party, and is that ALP? I think ALP, which is what they papi name or he now sent the former speaker Ellis Title Party, and I think one or two other parties. Remember, the guy we're talking about here, Appeton.
Yes.
Appeton did endorse the president, so who knows? Behind the Appeton, they meant to tell one Gongo endorse the president. All these people want on board with the people remote to ACO. Senator Barrow endorsed the president. Unity Party at the time. So right now, everybody bringing, there are one or two presidents on board.
Yes.
To say, look, I endorse you, say we want, give me the one or two slots, so I leave one or two, my person can get something to do. So right now, the kind of government, and for this one, no one should come and blame the president for it, because, come on, man, people cannot, even the CDC did it. All right? When we have what the name? NPP, the time they then again ALP, well, or LS Title, Green Johnson, and the rest of the other guys, people brought their names, and their people have to be absorbed into the government. That is it. That's what make all the politics.
Yes,
that's the politics.
Yes, and you're right on that, because after the first round of the election, most of those other political parties, start endorsing either CDC or UP.
Yeah.
So basically, endorsement is not for free.
These are the terms and conditions that come with endorsement.
Yes. Endorsement is not for free. You got to be able to give some, promises, and give some, job to, the party constituents. So yeah, so you're right on that. I don't think all these lists here they are part of the UP. Some of them might be part of different parties, political parties here. So we going down the list here. Before we go here, the superintendent. I thought superintendent position was an elected position. I didn't know it was an appointed position. Elected.
Well, for now, it is actually should be an elected position,
Yeah.
right? But until we can repeal our law and other things, right now it is appointed position. A lot of people are saying it should be elected position.
Because
Superintendent.
superintendent, if you compare it to the US, is a governor of a state, right?
Yep.
Yes, and governor here is an elected.
There are a few positions right now in government that people are saying that the president should not the president, but people want us to repeal our law.
Yes.
So the position can be elected position that is silly mayor. So the president got a lot of appointment to do. He has not even touched 50% of the appointment.
Wow, really?
Yeah. Come on, all the cities in the Republic of the president had appoint major to them.
So one of my questions here is, make me to understand for our viewers here, about these appointments here. So because a lot of people wondering, this appointment here is going to take a while. I don't know how long it's going to take here because it's been almost a month now since he took over office. So this appointment is going to be ongoing as the government functions, or he has, or according to the constitution, he has certain time.
He doesn't have a limitation. The president is not restricted by the constitution when he should start appointment and when he should end.
Right.
The first 100, that is why when the president made the promise of the first 100 days, no car will get stopped. People left, because that's a formative stage of any government. 100 days is a formative stage. You still bringing technocrats on board, because more especially when you have a government collaboration, there are technocrats. There are people from different parties. People still debating. Get the other slot to the person. Get that slot to that person. People still lobbying. So for you to promise 100-day deliverable that no car will get stolen, what will happen? Because we know at that stage it will be difficult for you to deliver. Right now, at the Ministry of Public Works, you have not done anything with the appointment there. Wow. You are not even appointed assistant minister for federal, deputy minister for federal roads. You have been appointed deputy minister. You have been appointed deputy minister for road development. You have been appointed deputy minister. So there are a lot of positions still outstanding there. And what is breaking my mind here is that the president, I don't know, these people think we're trying to be political. But it's just embarrassing to us as a country to see our government making appointment outside of the confines of our constitution.
What do you mean? I'll give an example. How is he making appointment outside of the?
So, the act that established the National Port Authority,
yes,
authorizes the president to appoint 3 positions: managing director, deputy managing director for administration, deputy managing director for operation. Every other position, or let me just say, because after this position, the rest of the position, they are all managerial positions. They are all managerial positions. Those managerial positions are decided by the managing director, the management team, and the board of directors. Now you have the board, the public corporation autonomous agency, that their board. That's the work of the board. Today, the president is appointing a manager of the port of Yekeh. Are you kidding me? That's kind of presidential appointees.
All right. Yeah. Dave just joined us. Dave, can you hear us? The noise is in the background.
Yeah, gentlemen, I want to be on mute for now and listen to the conversation. I got my kids here just giving me some trouble, so but I'm gonna get away a little bit. Just give me a break here.
Yeah, no problem. Take your time. All right. So I'm
You
gonna
know?
on media. Yeah, go ahead, Pastor Susan.
Yeah. So for me, that's my issue, right? The president got a right to a point, but he should work within his confine. He should work within his confine because other international bodies are looking at us, and the world now has become so informative. People got your constitution. By the time you touch it, and then the other institution, people grab the act and look at it and see what the act said. People will now go read the act of the MPA and come to discover that the court manager position is not in the purview of the president to appoint, but yet he appoint. What is it doing? He violates the act that established those institutions. For example, there are certain institutions in Liberia, they have a tenure position because of the kind of work they do. They don't want it to have political influence over them. So, in the wisdom of the people that have those acts at the time, there's a tenure position that until the person serves related to this term, you cannot just remove them. They can be removed for honor condition. Either incapacitated, they are incapacitated, they either are not performing, they either doing something contrary to. There must be a contradiction of their terms of reference. Then you can remove them. All right. For example, the person that appoint the GSC boss, we cannot just fire the GSC boss. GSC boss has a training. The person that appoint the marital commission, we cannot just fire the marital commission because it has a training.
So
The LRA.
So even though it's new leadership, but those people have a tenure, they don't need to be fired.
You can't touch them. That's a law.
Yeah.
That's a law. You can't touch them. And now they'll give you all of them. I know Labrador or National Lottery is there. Yeah. I know LRA is there. I know Maritime is there. GSC or LACC or RAA, Internal Auditing Commission, is there. I know the EPA is there. I think it was 7 or 6. The Central Bank of Liberia. So, and the president is just appointing people when people are in this position.
So did he get rid of those guys?
He tried to get rid of some of them. For example, my former office, the EPA. Professor Wilson Tappet is the current executive director of the EPA. Now, this is the mistake they are making. When President we are telling you got inspired by loss as a result of the loss in the election, I think somewhere around January 17 or 18, the president made a proclamation and said all presidential appointees to relinquish their offices and gave the incoming government, the incoming president, to do his nomination. Now, that statement is an executive order. Executive order does not contravene Constitution. It does not contravene acts. Acts by legislature, they are greater. The president proclamation. That is why when the president make, that is why president has legal advice. When he make proclamation, there are things that in that proclamation, there are terms and conditions in that proclamation that you need to look at. All right. So now people are still, because I said we have made that, he made that, that he gave that executive order. So therefore, everybody in government should know. For example, why when the president did that? Why you think of Edward? Or Eugene Nabia has to resign. Eugene Nabia has to resign because he got a tenure. So the only way he could be removed, it was not by the president we are executive order. No, he as a tenure serving, appointees have to resign by a written communication. So he did that. Now, it is the will and pleasure of each of those tenures guys to either resign or remain on their post. Some of them choose to remain.
Yeah, that was my next question. If those guys can willingly resign, if they don't want to work on an issue.
If they want to work, it's a right to serve their country. Yeah. You cannot wish from them. All right? So now some lawmakers are saying that if the president temper with this tenures position, then they will omit or tell you position from the budget. You know what you do to the government? If they omit your entity from the budget, you strike in the entity. If it was wrong yesterday, it's wrong today.
Thanks for that clarification. All right, so moving on here. Dave, are you still with us?
He on mute said.
Yeah, okay. So let's go down the list here, and like I said, just let me know if we are going to pause to a certain name. So we talk about Alice Grant, Miata Dolly. We go into Alfred Zinni, Assistant Superintendent for Development, Bum County. We go to Robert Bestman, Mayor of Painesville City, Monserrato County.
They never appointed Mayor of Bento here.
Yeah.
So, look, the appointment is still there, plenty.
Which Bento are you talking about? In Buchanan or Monrovia?
Monrovia. The capital of Monserrato County.
Because there's a Bento in Buchanan, so I don't know what are you.
The capital city of Monserrato County is Bento.
The capital city of Monserrato?
Yeah, I don't know the state of your country, but Bento.
So I thought it was Monrovia.
No.
When it was changed?
Man, Monrovia is the capital for the Republic. Monrovia is the capital for the Republic of Liberia.
So if Monrovia is the capital for the Republic of Liberia, then why Bento is the capital of?
Because Monserrato County is the capital for Bento is the capital for Monserrato County.
It's kind of confusing.
So okay, let me put it away, right?
Monrovia.
No, Monrovia is located within Monserrato.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
But they are
located within Monserrato.
Yeah, but they are how they call it, political boundary.
Okay. So can you make an analogy that maybe from Ivory Coast and Yamoussoukro and Abidjan? Is that something like that? Or
no? Okay, so let's deal with the U.S.
Yes. Let's deal with the U.S.
Washington D.C.
Yeah.
Although it's not a state.
Run away from them. No, the people follow me.
Washington D.C. is not a state, right?
It's a city. The District of Korlubah is the state.
Yeah,
right?
District of Korlubah, right?
Yeah.
Washington D.C. is the capital city of the United States.
Yes.
But I'm told that Washington D.C. is not the capital of the District of Columbia.
All right. So let's see it. We can find it out. All right.
I don't know how true it is.
Don't follow me. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
So, go back on mute, dear. Go back on mute.
So the capital city of the United States is Washington, D.C., but then the capital city of the District of Columbus, let's see. Yeah, it's still the same.
All right. So our own is different.
Yeah.
Monserrato is a county, right? The government can choose any state in any counties, any city in Liberia to make it a capital city. So in the wisdom of the people that established the country, choose Monrovia as a capital city, and to have a separate function and independent working territory, they choose Bento as the capital city of Monserrato.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for that education there. That's my first time even Bento. I know Bento, but I thought you were talking about Bento in Buchanan because I used to live in an area called Bento. Yeah.
Always tell us civil history in Liberia, man. Be quiet.
When I host you talking but seven say, you didn't party to seven from school.
Yeah. So, yeah. If I don't know something, I should be honest. I can't make it up or kind of deny it, say I knew. I just knowing that on the show, and that's why I'm saying something. The show is, these discussions are, for, educational purpose, because I thought Monrovia was the capital city of Monserrato and the capital city of Liberia. So, yeah. But anyway, good to know that. So let's move forward here. Now, Dave, before we move forward, you got anything to say here on these appointees that we're going through?
Well, I don't know all of them. I don't know which one specifically, but I probably don't even know all of them except Ellis Grant, who is a
What do you mean about Ellis Grant, Dave?
Ellis.
Yeah.
Ellis is my personal friend. We went to school together in Nigeria. He's my personal friend.
But why people have an issue with the man?
No, honestly, I have issue.
Now, I said people, all of Nigeria are saying the man.
Yeah, they said they said that when he was the representative from Boston district, people are claiming that he didn't perform well, and that's what the issue is about. But personally, I don't know why he didn't and working during his time as a representative. Why I don't know why he did.
For me, I think they want to be honest with my brother. I think the thing here is that, like, my point has been, when the president making an appointment, he should get what due diligence on your criminal record, because I mean, he came to rescue the country. But to dictate to the president to say the person will not serve here, the person should not serve, I don't think it should be in the paper, because the Constitution authorizes the president.
And I agree with you. I mean, if everybody gonna say what they want,
yeah,
then what room do the president have now? What's the latitude that the president have to operate in? So
the Constitution gives the man that leverage, that he enjoy that leverage. And that is why when the people feel we hold him.
And those people serve at the pleasure and the will of the president. So they should allow the president to be able to appoint, and then allow the people to see what they can perform and see. But if everybody say no, then I mean I don't.
And then and the portray there, and then you giving the president. You creating a room for the president tomorrow to blame you as a president and not his people, because you say, I gave the president, say no, this person, if that person doesn't perform, that's the person you wanted. So that's why the Constitution, in the wisdom they put that cap the Constitution, say no. Senate man is the head, and everything fall and rest on the shoulder of a leader. Let him have the right to do the appointment. So that when these people succeed, he take the glory. When the people fail, he take the blame. So
and I agree with you. I can agree with you more, but I mean that is a fact which you allow these people to perform. And then can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I say at least if you allow the people, they shouldn't be the way they are dictating in a way they have never been seen before. Everybody is all over the place wanting the president to work in line with what they want. They should allow the president to make his own independent judgment, appoint people and leave it with the legislature or the Senate to confirm. If there are people that are with bad character or people of dishonorary character, the Senate will determine that. But allow him to to be able to appoint those people that he thinks will serve in the interest of the government and in the interest of the Liberian people.
So what you make of this
judgment? Huh?
What do you make of this? I got two questions that I want to throw on the floor. And say you are here now more into artist, so I'm throwing it back on the floor. What do you make of these 10 new positions that the president is appointing people already there serving from previous government?
I think the word tenure already defines itself. So the tenure has been given a specific time to serve. So if the time is not out, how could they be able to appoint somebody? But again, there are people who resign at their own volition.
Yeah.
You cannot blame the president on that.
Mm-hmm.
Or if people choose to stay on board because they are serving tenure position that is in line with the other to create a particular agency of government to operate, and it's in line with the constitutions as well. So people should be able to serve those positions. But the thing is that Liberia is everything is so political in Liberia that people tend to politicize every little thing. But I think people who serve in tenure position shouldn't be politicians. They shouldn't be seen as politicians, because that position, even civil servant for that matter, shouldn't be in the role of trying to run politics here and there. People should be allowed to perform those particular duties until their term is up. And once their term is up, the president will have the time to appoint new people. And the turning position, most turning position in Liberia run into one government into another. Like for
Yeah.
instance, George, we are appointing turning people into position. And those people obviously will not end their term until probably the next election. Just the same way here. So I mean, so you're always going to find those kind of things. So are we going to say that okay, for every time a president comes to power and appoint somebody to a turning position, and then they go to election and that president loses the election, so does it mean that people that are in turning position should relinquish the position or should be fired? I would say no. So I think it is wrong.
And yeah, because there are 7 turning positions that I know of. I stand to be corrected, but I know of 7. I know of Central Bank. I know of GSC. I know of LAC. I know of Internal Auditing Commission, the IAA.
You mean the
I
Bureau of
know,
Affairs?
I know Maritime. I know the EPA, the Labrador National Lottery.
Mm-hmm.
These are the institutions. Now, Central Bank is also there, right? All these positions are turning positions. Now, when President, we are turning got expired as a result of losing the election. He sent out a general order that everybody in presidential appointees, appointed position, to relinquish their position so that the incoming government can appoint. So people grab that and say that every position. So people say, no, why the president said it in the president's wisdom? He knows that there are certain positions that the act that established institution is far bigger by law than the president's executive order.
Mm-hmm.
So if the president's executive order contravene established institution, the law will go by the act because the president's executive order is not a law, it's a regulation.
And
So
I don't think, and I don't think with that proclamation means that turning position were part. Just imagine that the president of the Republic of Liberia have almost 3,850 positions to fill, and you are just talking about 710 or 810 positions. So that was not even part of that proclamation. So the president was saying that those have been appointed by the press and by the president at his will. Those are the people that when his term is over or he lose power, those are the people that will be going with him. Sometimes it is just how we Liberians sometimes we interpret things because we sometimes interpret things figuratively and not try to look at it from a literal meaning. So people will just run with one sentence or run with one or two things and they say that's what the president said. But I don't think if you were to ask our president in an interview, he would tell you, say, I was referring to turning position, people that are 7 turning position should leave just because I'm leaving power. That's not what the president meant. So I think that the president or the turning position should be secure. People who are in turning position should remain in their position until the specific time is over.
There's one important thing you also said before I go to the next question. There's one important thing you also said, and I think that's why I don't know about other institutions, but let me use my institution that I worked with for 7 years, for that, as an example, the EPA. When I was at the EPA Act says the president cannot just appoint. So that need it will finally come out of the office of the president and be announced. But before that need is announced, the policy council, the board of directors, they will have a vetting process. More especially the policy council will have a vetting process. That policy council will out of the vetting because the position is advertised. Technocrats who have the technical knowledge in our background will apply for that position. Of those applications, there will be a vetting process. Now, when they vet, to get the president the leverage to choose who he'd feel comfortable with, they will give him 3 names. The policy council will submit 3 names to the office of the president to choose a model 3 name that he can appoint. Now, the president will look at model 3 name and take one person and announce that person as the executive director. Once it's announced, that person, and not just the executive director, the deputy executive director go through the same procedure of the EPA.
You say, I mean, let me hold you there because I know what you're talking about. You are talking about terms and principles. We sometimes, most of the time, even the case in places like Liberia, and it doesn't even work here in the United States because what happens is that there will be a position that is being published that the law require, or maybe let's say federal government for that matter, federal position here in America. When there's an opening in federal position, or they will publish it and say, oh, there's an opening for XYZ position. But most of the time, those positions have been filled internally. They don't go outside to fill in anything. But they publish it just to fulfill the aspect of that law that say it has to be published. So what I'm trying to say here is that even though what you just explained, it is true, but technically the president have a pick already.
I know, right? That one I agree with you.
All the rest of the other thing is just for formalities.
Yeah, I agree.
So yeah, so that's it.
Yeah. So let me come in here. So, Pastor Sosa, what was your position at the EPA?
I was the director for maintenance and asset management. Let me say basically supervisor. At ministerial level is director, at the entity is called supervisor. So I was supervisor for maintenance and assets. So I was basically responsible for all the EPA property within the Republic of Liberia.
So you was in that position for 6 or 12 years?
I was assistant supervisor for 3 years, and then I served the rest of the year as supervisor.
So are you also?
So let me ask you, I know because I still try to wrap my head around this environmental protection agency position or job we're talking about in Liberia.
Yeah.
I clearly get the meaning of it here, but when I try to wrap my head around the EPA in Liberia, okay, let me just ask you, on a daily basis, if you go to work, you leave your house, get in your car, and go to work, what do you actually do?
So holistically, let me EPA as an institution, let me deal with the organic responsibility of EPA. What we do, we are regulatory institution, right? We regulate the environment. We deal with both government institutions, private institutions. We collaborate with landline institutions to pass regulations. So, for example, a mining company comes to Liberia and say, I want to mine. They go to the Land Mines and Energy and apply for maybe a concession area that they want to mine. The Land Mines and Energy will ask them to go to certain institutions to require lesson. They have to obtain the EPA lesson. How do they get a lesson? They have to apply at the EPA that, oh, I want a concession land in Putu. I want to mine diamond. The EPA will go there and do what we call it's called the ESIA, the Environmental Impact Assessment. The essence of that assessment is to establish what kind of effect as a result of what you're about to do will give back to the environment. Now, when they establish that, then they are able to determine what would be that company's social and corporate responsibility to the environment. So then the environment, which is the community, will come here and say, okay, say they come in here and they will do this, they will do this. We want to do this one for all. We want to do the one for all. We want to do the one for all. That's how you see people there. Or a settlemental year, talking to we get 3.5 million for every year, also get or $1.5 million from I call it or become or not become but metal steel. That's how these funds come about. So it's EPA responsibility to manage the environment. For example, again, you want to build on a wetland. The EPA engineers and technicians will go there and do a feasibility study and take that swamp land or that marsh land or that wetland to the land. So what to establish what we call it the RP, I mean the RPS, which is the pound per square or per square inch. The structure you want to put there will realize that land cannot, it's not the capacity of that can now hold that structure. The EPA give you two options: either you do a reinforcement on that land or you don't build on that land. So there are a lot of regulatory that EPA go about doing. But I'm just giving you a little picture of what the EPA does.
Okay.
If you talk about me as an individual, I don't know like question will ask you me EPA.
No. When I say I was just how they call it, hypothetical question. Just to give a reflection of what people that go to work at EPA, what they do. So I mean,
Yeah.
you got it right.
So just a follow up here. The EPA director or the head of the EPA, is that a tenure position or
Yeah,
appointed?
it has a 7-year tenure. The only person that does not have a tenure is the deputy executive director. But the executive director has a 7-year tenure.
So for the CDC, the deputy was Reno W, right?
Yeah.
So is he still there or he's out?
If I were in Ronald case, by the time they announce the new president, you know, but again, Ronald should have still been working under the president. But that is the bureaucracy. Right? When the new government coming into power, maybe your own party law, a new government coming to power, you don't just abandon that bring people job. You don't
Yeah.
do that. Stay in the office, continue working until the president you no longer enjoy the confidence of the incoming president and appoint the new president. It is your duty to still work until that person comes to take over and you have a turnover ceremony. That turnover ceremony is when you navigate the person through how your offer work, what you're supposed to do, what are the penalty you got on your desk and the rest of it. That's what we call government.
But the present government can also decide that the deputy director stays in his or her
The
position.
people have to pray again. That is why they've said from the beginning, these people should not be into politics.
Yeah.
They should be technocrats.
Yeah, I know, but these people should not be in politics. But looking at Reno W, he was very deep into politics in the city.
I agree. But I'm not just looking at Ron as an individual. I'm looking at the
Yeah.
position. People in those positions, the process you pass through is not a political process to be vetted and you're listening to the president. That he said, I agree. The president already got your probably who you want. And sometimes he do call the community, say, look, the president is my interest. But again, quote unquote, keep it all fight your constant. There's a process.
Mm-hmm.
You went through that process. So when you come, you should know that they bring you to the institution as a technocrat. If you have a political interest, you bury it and do your thing on the ground. No one knows. Right now, as I'm hearing, I don't know how true it is. They want to maintain Madagascar from fishery. Because why? All the time people really kept she was not in the process of doing too much. She was focusing. She did extremely well for our fishery industry in Liberia. So other people have recommended that the president may retain her. So I mean, for me to see that all other people living in office, they looting, they do this. It's just embarrassing. And not just only this government. Even man saying what you were living for power, other people did it. I don't know why Liberia people treat our country.
Okay. So I want us to wrap things up on this discussion and move on here because it's 8:14 here. We can move on to the other subject here. Dave, you want to conclude here on this new appointments here from the president?
No, like I said, I really don't know much of those people that have been appointed. I have no idea of what their backgrounds are, so I can't speak to that unless our brother and pastor out there, maybe Pastor Success, will maybe got some.
There's a
I don't
guy,
know, I don't know
there's
all
an
of them.
woman they appointed. Go over
But I
to you
know
see
that Mike Jabate has
WAH.
been working even.
WASH. On our appointment list.
On the appointment list?
Yeah, there's the office they call WASH.
All right.
CASH.
Are we under the Ministry of Foreign
Yeah,
Affairs?
keep going. Forgot about the whole other mission. I want that. Somebody in that watch I want to talk about. I don't know whether that watch or governance somewhere.
Ministry of Public Works?
Yeah. They're looking for one name by the name of Jackson Pay and one CB Bashir.
Jackson and City Bashir here.
One Jackson Pay. Your commissioner for watch or something.
Yeah, I'm not seeing that name.
It's there. I saw it today. It's there.
Jackson Pay.
I know my man Mike Jabate is there too.
Yeah, we talk about my was appointed deputy assistant minister.
What's your connection with Mr. Jabate? Okay. You guys are friends, you went to school together.
Who, Mike?
Yeah.
My just my husband going from internet to internet in Liberia, going from place to place. I think Mike deserve that position.
Okay.
I think he deserve it.
Deserving and being qualified are two different things.
Well,
But
I mean,
you deserve something
qualification.
based on your experience.
Sometimes the thing about Liberia is that when they say qualification, they are talking much more about academic credential. That's what I hear when Liberian people talk about credential. But they don't look at experience. They don't, and experience in America, we talk more of experience than academic credential.
Sure.
Most of the
Experience pay
job
more
that
for
we
the
get,
credential.
yeah, most of the job that we get here is how long you've been serving the position, how long you've been doing this, what are your experience, and throw some example of what it looked like in some situation when you're doing so and so tax. That experience that come. For Liberia, we focus on bachelor degree, master degree, and all of those things. And that's our focus. And for me, I have a master, but I mean, degree really it doesn't speak all of it. You have to be practical. You have to be able to defend the particular degree you're talking about in the first place. And it comes through experience and work. And I think Mark has been working with the people of Liberia, especially those folks in the interland, in the rural counties and other places. He understands their plight more than people that even live in Monrovia. And when you are serving that kind of position, you got to understand the culture. And I think you also understand the culture, which I think comes with a lot of learning.
Mother, cool man, my man.
So
Anything, what you make of one human day that they appointed as internal affairs minister?
I don't know. I can't talk to you about that one.
Yeah, this guy was on tape during the campaign. You remember that saga that took place in Luva County? It was that guy that was on tape that said, if you ain't know, let me let you know, I all rebel, I fought war in this country. Anybody try?
No, okay, I know. I've seen the video.
Yeah, you know, if I see the Falabu man today, I will kill him. I just tell him if I see Falabu myself will too.
I think that man, I think he doesn't need to come here any government position.
Yeah,
So
people are saying
government position.
the president should withdraw him.
I think the president should be able to. If I don't know why the president will even allow that kind of person. So we saw that with the other guy here doing your weird time, and there was heavy noise. He was supposed to be the I think
Deputy Defense Minister for Operation Zolizo.
And there was a lot of noise. The Senate rejected him during the confirmation, and I don't think this guy will even make it through the confirmation. There's lots of noise because that video speak a lot about his character, and I don't think he should be able to be in.
Why some people allow emotion to take them?
So I mean, he was just crazy in that video. You can see how crazy he was, uncontrollable. How you gonna have somebody that'll lead people? So I think the president should be able to withdraw that nominees and to make it work easier because it's not good for the president.
There are a couple of things the president really need to revisit, like even the appointment of the the bureau manager of the bureau port, the seaport of our country is not in the president's pay. The Constitution does not authorize the president. The Constitution also allows the president to appoint three. Let me not say the Constitution. The act that established the MPA authorized the president to appoint three persons at the MPA: managing director, deputy managing director for administration, and deputy for operation. That's the three positions the president has at the MPA to appoint. Outside that, the board of directors and the management team, which comprise of the three appointees, go on a round table and decide who's go to which post, which manager serve this position, and the rest of it. They get port manager, they get operational manager, whole lot of manager, Fidocraft, assistant deputy manager for Fidocraft and all those stuff, you know. So
I agree.
Yeah, you know, withdraw the managerial position. Somebody is not doing well in the president's office. The president got that on his deck. He had made promises that he's focusing on, and people are supposed to do their homework and do their research. I don't think they're doing it well. The president will fire somebody at this early stage so that he can send a caveat.
The president have too much on his plate. But gentlemen, thanks for your input on these new appointments here. So we can we move on now to the next
Yeah,
uh subject
that's
matter?
topic. Yeah.
What's the next one?
All right, thank you. I appreciate that here. So the next one here is about the Representative Yekeh Korlubah and Senator Pre Johnson assertions about President Boakai being very corrupt and nepotistic. What do you guys make of that? We'll start with Dave.
Well, I don't know why Yeke is talking about it. I just think that it's very, very, very early for this. We don't know when he said the president is nepotistic. I don't know how many relatives of the president is in high government positions,
Right.
and so I mean, so and Yeke is the kind of person who threw lots of words around. We saw that during the WIA administration. He would just say anything and don't have much of any evidence to prove or to back it up. So the nepotistic aspect of it, I don't see it, and he's trying to accuse the president for I don't know how many people the president has appointed from his tribe or from his family or those kind of things. So it's hard now. I think they should allow the government to be seated.
No,
Instead.
let me help you. Let me help you. I think while it is true that Yeke is very, you know, he doesn't control, he doesn't have a choice of word as not appropriate when it comes to the way he addressed him. But I think Yeke got a point, and I want to buy those points. Number one, Yeke, there were people yesterday who had their family on the line, their life on the line to ensure that this government come to power. And it's no secret. And I think they were things that Yeke frowned on yesterday, for which they fought vehemently against the Joey administration. Today, Ume Boakai is president and it's the Boakai-led administration. So Yeke issue here, he will sign a caveat. When those things they kick against service, and one of the things the people have problem with is that the government will predominate southeastern dominant. That was one propaganda that was preached extremely against the citizen government. Today, out of the number of cabinet ministers appointed so far in Liberia, in the president administration, I think Lofa got 4. When other counties are not even have 1, and he assured that brave people that every county will be represented at his ministerial level, not just deputy minister, but minister, proper minister level. That's 1. 2, the president have had 4, if not less, if not more, but 4 family members in his government. We remember here it was Noah, he appointed his sister's son, his nephew, and Nokal. Part has been established that Abel Moda, the commerce minister, is his sister's son. Parts also have been established that the guy we just discussed who on that video that he appointed as the prime minister, his first cousin. So the lists are going on. And I think that's the problem with Yeke. All right. Dave, I think you need to mute.
Yeah, Dave, yeah, but let me hold you there, Pastor Sosa. So I don't understand if these people are qualified, have the experience or the qualification of serving that position, even though they're related to the head of state. What's the issue there? Why can't they serve in those positions, even though they are related through, blood or, DNA or extended family? But if they are qualified, if they are not qualified, then and the person appointing them based on, that
Uh,
relation.
uh,
Now,
uh, let me say this to you, my brother.
yeah,
In every field, discipline, or every profession, there's something called ethical behavior.
right.
There's something they call expediency. If these things are right, then the word nepotism should not be existing. right? The nepotism should not be existing. When you center yourself around your family people or your relative, then the word nepotism comes in, or tribalism, you know. So while it is true, if you say they are qualified, the next question will be, are they the only qualified Liberians? No. Or why then? One will say because they are your relative, you know. So again, when you talk about corruption is not for you when you sleep. No, nothing that you have to see before you are corrupt. No. They will give you $10 to buy a bicycle, right? And you use that $10 you buy to buy that corruption. Misappropriation of funding that corruption. Wrong application of trusted fund is a corruption. You don't have to steal and eat it or use it personally for yourself. These are all acts of corruption. The other point is this. The old man told the Liberian people that he was a broke former vice president. He told all the people to Ivy Bank, asked Ivy Bank that he was surviving on loan. He told us, the Liberian people, on war stage, people that with a spoon, admitted that money Costa was giving the old man to survive was money that came from he with a spoon. He said it on Spoon TV. The old man did not want the car to say, no, you push not la mama capital. That's not true. And there's a saying that says, silent may consent. All right. Now, today, he is elected president. Come to the US. By the time he left the US, he left Liberia, he gone to Wiala, he get $50,000. Yekeh point is, honor our law. How do you call it? The code of conduct says, once serving in public office, once given gift that is above $200 should be disclosed to the public, and the source of that $200 to be disclosed. So Yekeh is saying that if you say you were broke yesterday, and today you are giving out I call it 50,000 to fire victim or the in which we appreciate, but you have to tell the Liberian for the source of the money. And I don't think Yekeh is wrong. If we want this woman to succeed, you know, mistake he made right now, let's correct it so that it can help you succeed. But if we say it's soon, and then when it becomes bugging, we want to talk about it, what is bad? So if people like Yekeh will serve as a fire on their own paper, they draw to power to ensure that he do the right thing, I think that give Yekeh the plot. That give them the plot. That give them the flower while they are alive.
Because Yekeh and Prince Johnson, they were on the paper side, so and it's too early.
For me, I don't care. I don't care because what Prince Johnson is talking is being that his personal advertisement. I don't care about it. How they call his telephone, your telephone call between the women, you how does it benefit Liberia?
Yeah,
you want certain position for Nima County, how does it benefit Liberia? So that's not my concern. My concern is the governance system is why you're talking about the governance system. I don't care about what Prince Johnson say.
Yeah, I mean, I will partially concur with Dave. For me, it's too early here accusing GNB of nepotism. Let's wait until all these appointments or nominees are confirmed by the Senate. And let's wait and see. Also, let's do some assessment on these family members and see if they, because I mean, I don't understand if you have a family member who all went to school and educated or have some experience in some government positions, field, and they are qualified. If I'm the president, I don't see why not. I can't appoint them. Even though they are my relative, but I don't see why I can't appoint them Because so if the man is a Liberian man, he's hereditary because you have heard to be called you know practicing nepotism, so you should deny him or her that position and that person is qualified. Dave, what do you think about
Yeah. I mean, I don't know who Liberian people wanted to serve because in Liberia, all of us are interrelated. There is not one government that has ever come to power in Liberia, or not one president that ever come to power in Liberia that do not have any form of cursing, brother, sister, or some form of heredity in government. It is hard to do it to places like Liberia because
And
we are culturally related
doesn't do a NASCO or do administration.
in all that thing. So it's very very hard. Now, if we're talking about places that the United States, where is where the people are very vast, then yeah. But I mean, in Liberia, we are just interconnected and related. So it is hard when somebody appoints somebody to say this person, you will either have to know the person or somehow have some connection with the person. So that's
I
what I
think
just said from the beginning. Let us see all of these things. Let the Senate do their work. See who they will confirm, who they will not confirm. And then Liberian people allow the government to be seated, and then at least give it a time before people start raising all these red flags. Because what Yekeh is saying right now at the presidency, you are broke. And that's what I also said from the beginning. I said Liberian people, we don't know the difference when somebody is speaking figuratively and speaking and naturally. We don't know the difference. Do you think a man who has worked in government for 12 years that have a budget of almost $3 million for 12 years, do you actually think in your mind that he does not have anything? So
that's what he
let's think
said.
about it.
That's
So
what he said.
what Omen Boakai was actually saying in that speech is that I was not in government to enrich myself. I came out
That's
of
your
government.
interpretation. Dave,
I
that's your
came
interpretation.
I came out of government without having all the massive property that we see around here.
Dave, that's your
To
interpretation, my
fight.
man.
So that's
No,
what that's exactly why it meant.
no, it doesn't mean that because
That's
what
exactly
happened?
why it meant.
He
It
had
meant
just told the Liberian people that I don't have money is different. But he
so
still,
no,
what he said,
that's what I'm
he gave
asking
out
you
the
now.
source of his income. He said he on loan.
That's why I'm saying you as a guy here, as a rational person, this man budget alone for his office. I'm not talking about his salary though. His office budget alone annually is more than 3 million. He spent 12 years in power as a vice president of the Republic of Liberia. Besides that, he had held other government positions for over the last period of 40 years. So, do you think that 50,000 liberty that he gave to people in
No, no,
Banga?
no, 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 no.
I mean, whether US dollar, how much he gave us?
US
Okay,
doesn't liberty.
50,000 United States dollars. Why you or you sources are saying now over there that you probably can make twice of it a year in America? Do you think that's money that this guy can give somebody?
Uh,
So let's
looking
think
at
about it.
look, Dave, you make point. I agree with you. But again, right? Your point is silly. I agree with you. But let's look at this, right? Um, um, we're looking at Dave in the morning. Eyes maybe because they want to be town chief here or you want to be community president. People eyes on him. They looking at it, see how they living, what kind of car Dave riding, the standard of Dave life. You know, it's like more like ordinary people, man. We all moving around. They have to see Dave could not even afford. But when they become community chairman, they will see Dave ride in Lexus. They will see they will see they do the thing they never did yesterday. We see they start doing it now. We don't have proof to justify that what they're doing at the community money. But people in the mouth will start to insinuate that but when they know not having this, you will not until we make community chairman, then our bars start to rise up. And then what happened to Ome Boakai? Ome Boakai, sorry, I don't want to go that route, but let me use it for the example. When the Ome fell off in his house, Who flew him out of the country was President Weah. He never had the money to even take care of his own health. President Weah had to rush to the hospital, that money. All the people that came for him flew him to get treated. He came back. We did not. We all the very Prince Johnson we're talking about today were on tape. Denigrating that old man that on battery President Weah. He don't even broke that person. We had to say it, that he didn't want to call it the man boy. Prince Johnson is on tape for that. So if all these things happen and the woman is elected as president, and all of a sudden he's able to give $50,000 out, you say it does not raise a concern. It does. If I don't know when I was I was like 20 minutes away from the current president house when I went to Labro, where I was lodging. My house is on Rafi Highway. When I'm going to town, passing it, right in front of you almost every day. Hey, if you have gone over and they say like from our president house here, you will not believe it. Look at the back of the Omen house, there was a so high a nightclub. I mean, it doesn't even look at the house of the former vice president. Today, if you pass there, people who are there are not there. They say look like a multi-million-dollar or house. A quick renovation took place. All right. In our law, president, when he let it get resettlement package and what I don't want to focus on the house. But I'm not giving the illustration to tell you that the only why he said I was sure you were actually broke.
So now you think that you get money?
I mean, for me, I don't want to say he don't get money or he get money. I don't want to say he's stupid because I don't have no proof. But this is what happened in Labrador Day. When people are elected into position, you know, if a group of people can start corrupting our leaders,
No.
that the business people, they will drive in the phone, they can't congratulate you. Oh, thank you, Mr. President. When they leave in, so can $20,000 envelope. When 4 or 5 business institutions visit you when they leave, you almost in $1 million. And our law said that kind of money should be declared. You should tell that people how you got it. Because tomorrow, when those business people violate our law and we're to step on them, we don't want the president to feel, oh, they making, oh, they giving small thing, they may help you. No. So that is people causing noise in the country. These are the first people that can corrupt our leaders, the business people.
Thank you. Thank you, Pastor Soso. I'd like to welcome Mr. Augusto Yankoyan.
Make a mistake again. Make a mistake.
I don't know if the man is Trump. The man is one of the biggest gladiators ever.
The man was sleep for 20 minutes, then sleep for 3 hours, they call it all go.
The man, he and man, what's his name? Vicky, they are obliviator.
Man, I give all the 2 minutes, man. Spare man, I give all. But man, Vicky when he can't, he get power when he can't, he get into our man.
Yeah.
Forget it. They make a mistake. Go ahead.
No, man.
Especially the man is currently in his 18-wheeler truck. Anyway, welcome.
Yeah, my man, welcome, my man. How you doing, by the way? How you guys doing? Just good.
We good, man. We say that you in.
In Florida, my man.
Wow.
In Florida.
And man, you gotta come and lecture me with our new job.
The new job, cool, my man. I just trying to hustle, man.
Okay.
That summer truck?
Yeah. How you doing, my man?
Can you give her a little tour in the truck?
My man, no, man, my truck is dead.
We want to see.
Pastor
Stop. Just stop. Yes, sir.
Let me get you some more history about my man that beat him out tonight. In 2015, we're going to Rhode Island.
If I can forget my story.
So, this guy, he, myself, and Moses Cooley were in our own car. So Moses drove from Des Moines here until we passed Chicago. Then he got tired, he gave me the way. Then I drove until I think almost into the valley of perseverance. Now I got tired. Now we left Talu. Pastor Sosa will get a man a week. You don't want that night. You know what the man can run at? That in the curve, he can run. Everybody was yelling with me. That will get to know. That will get to know.
But Dave, I three grown men will be a teaching we for here to raw alley.
Oh God, I was just funny, my man. My man, Dave, you can't forget what's on. Oh, my man. Just to say that I have been following.
They go mute.
Okay.
I have been following Boakai. Since Boakai took over, he has encountered a lot of mistakes. And these mistakes should be corrected. Okay? I am not a strong fan of George Weah either. I am non-partisan. I'm non-partisan. I've always been non-partisan. I'm an independent thinker. Boakai is screwing up. If you have four person as your relative in government, that is a conflict of interest. It is a violation of ethics. It's a conflict of interest. It's a violation of ethics. Let me give you an example of how you call him, John F. Kennedy. John F. Kennedy's brother was Robert Kennedy, very smart, very articulate. He was a lawyer. He appointed his brother as the Attorney General. The whole country said no. The country said, even though this guy is qualified, but we can't have him there because there will be a conflict of interest.
But he still served as the youngest, one of the youngest attorney general.
Yeah. He was very smart. He was qualified. But you can't have your family member or your family member into a position while other Liberians are capable and they don't have no job. These kind of political behavior create animosity. It create wars. Now, as we go forward, now we have the great divide. They call it the southeastern bloc and the other bloc. That's what happened in Liberia right now. It's the great divide. Now it is not crying Gio and this other tribe. Now they cut the country in half.
Well, let me come here with where I disagree with some of the things you just said about, is against ethics. But realizing that these people, they are qualified, maybe some credentials, maybe experience, and they are also Liberians.
No.
Let me finish.
No, it's violence on ethics.
I didn't interrupt you.
No, Jerry.
AJ, injection. Can you Google nepotism?
Can I finish?
Violence on ethics, man.
Oh yeah, let me end.
We're not going to go to.
Yeah, but I did not interrupt you when you were speaking.
Yeah, let me end. Go ahead.
Yes, thank you, Pastor Sosa. I appreciate that. So you have these folks who are
you also be sleeping.
You have these who are related to the president, but they are Liberians. They are qualified, right, in those positions. And if does the president have the right to appoint these guys? Yes, they are Liberians. So are you expecting that, okay, he should leave those guys, even though those guys are his relative, he should leave them, based on our qualification. If they were not qualified and he appointed them into that position just to give them position because what he promised them as a family member, then I have an issue with that. But if they are qualified, if I'm the president and I have my relatives then, who went to school, and you even said give example of Robert Kennedy being the youngest attorney general to JFK, his brother. Yes, there was a crowd by a lot of Americans, but he still served as the attorney general until.
But through that, the United States Congress put in a law. I just trying to tell you, they put in a law and abolished it immediately when.
AJ, can you Google nepotism?
Yes.
Do a quick research on nepotism.
Let me
Nepotism has to be established in context of the Liberian law.
Let me complete my statement.
Go ahead.
Liberians' lack of good governance. I think that is why suffering all of us. We lack of good governance. Whether you take Boakai from there and you put another person there, you will get the same result. George Weah was there. He did the same thing. They basically hire all the Southeasterners. So my thing is that it's not just. I think it is just Liberian people. We just don't know how to govern. We don't stay away from tribalism. We don't stay away from sectional. I don't care how the Liberians can be very educated, grew up in the United States, been to school, get all the education and all the experience. You point into power, you will get a countryman, you get a close friend, then they start running.
I agree with you on that. I agree with you because even when we start from the Doe administration, and among the Doe, the Charles Stater, the Manosedi, the Joey, and today Boakai, we claim that Manosedi, she was the most sophisticated person among these guys at their name in terms of education or whatever, or experience. Yet Manosedi, when she came to power, she had 3 of biological children, 7 lucrative positions. Her son Charles Sally was deputy Ben governor. Where Robert Sally was Anoka. And she had former what they play name NSA.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it.
So Liberians just don't know how to govern. That's it. That is
George we are on about nepotism, no, but he had a lot of his regional and tribal people in government.
That's it. He put all regional people there. All tribal people, everybody. So that is the mindset of Liberian people that
have you defined nepotism?
Yeah, I hope you and Augusto can give me time to speak.
Yeah, go ahead.
We rather speak one at a time and you respond to the person, but the person can be speaking, then you interrupting, especially Augusto who been invisible for a very long time.
Who been sleeping?
Yeah, no, he been busy working on his truck, but from state to state. Then he can come because he parked right now in the parking lot and he came here to Opine. So, Augustus.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, thank you for stopping by the African Culture Center.
Man, me that team. I ain't get nothing.
We are nepotism now. You
know, when you enjoy, I think it be laughing.
Nepotism are the practice among those with power or influence of favoring relatives, friends, or associates, especially by giving them jobs. Okay, let me respond, then you can counter respond here. To me, how I understand nepotism is this: you give your people position if you want to make them happy, if they are not maybe qualified in that area. But as long as they are qualified in that area, I don't consider it as nepotism.
No, Victor.
Wait, now let me end.
Finish. That is the same thing we just said.
Mama, nana, I-80 you driving on order, nana, I-90.
Yeah, man.
Nana,
So,
interested with on here. There's a show.
as long as I have relatives and they are Liberians, they need job as well. I don't see a problem if I'm in a position to if they qualify, if they are vetted, or they pass all the requirements needed to obtain that particular job, I will give them that job. If
I got
somebody
a question.
nepotism, I will pretty much debunk that.
I got a question.
They are qualified. If they are not qualified, hold on. And I just want to offer them a job because what I promised them, and I say, you know what, that's my relative, I'm in power. Then that nepotism.
Okay,
Well,
I got a question.
Yeah.
The definition of the nepotism you just read,
Yes.
does it talk about education?
Uh-huh.
Talk about favoritism.
Does it talk about education?
If you do more, if you do in-depth reading, yes, it will talk about.
Okay, then do the in-depth reading now.
No,
You do the in-depth reading.
But like I said, if you there's a whole
nepotism has no word like education. What the word nepotism is favoring your family person and giving a job. The thing gave you the clear definition. It doesn't talk about education. Right? Nepotism is favoring your family member by giving a job, more especially when you are in power. That's what nepotism is. Now, why we should be discussing the pros and cons of nepotism? That's why I expect also be talking about the pros and cons of nepotism. The good aspect, the bad aspect. The good aspect is when you give your family people a job, they protect you. Thing that will destroy you when they see it, they step on it. You know, and see other stuff. What I say the bad part about it? The bad part about it is you will not see your own wrong. Because your family people, they will always want to be happy, they want to protect you. Two, when they do something wrong, the way you will want to come on, then you will have family pressure on your head. Let's assume you appoint your like the way Manosedi did to our sons, he appointed him at Noka. And let's assume our law said that he who steals from Noka should go to jail for 50 years. Manosedi don't steal from Noka. Will she want to jail for 50 years? She will not want to do it. That mother feeling will not allow her to do it. So people are trying to say that nepotism should be avoided or minimized for some level of governance and efficiency. Because when you have a lot of family people sack on you in government, you entrap yourself to the point that when it comes to decision making, you find it difficult. So nepotism is not a good thing to do. That's what I would say, you know. And nepotism has nothing to do with education. Because that has nothing to do with education.
It has nothing to do with qualification. It has nothing to do with your background. The only thing that if you and a person has a biological relationship, and you give that person a favor. So it has nothing to do with qualification. Nothing. But again,
AJ, are you aware that
let Augustus finish, Pastor. So you were saying.
So after he finished, sorry, Augusta.
You know,
man, I ain't got no rail on this show now.
I ain't got no rail, man. You sleepy Joe.
No, I ain't got no rail. Y'all took the show from me.
So let's give him time to.
Pastor Sunset took the show from me.
I have to take it because if I not show face, yeah, only man will be on the show. Jay Ben basic.
Pastor Sunset is consistent, and with all you guys, I would just focus mainly on my ladies' night.
I know your ladies' night.
Yeah. If you are the man lady night once in a while, you can show face.
Yeah.
But now he took a break from ladies' night. But anyway, you were saying something. Finish up.
Yeah, there's a hospital somewhere. There's a hospital somewhere. I just
What I
forgot it.
just want to say is that I'm just disappointed in Liberian people as a whole. President Boakai just took over. He hasn't made 2 months yet. He has not made 2 months. He just messing all around the place. He just messing all around the place. The first thing he did was a speech. They wrote that speech and they wanted to make him that educated. And whoever that did that did not understand that the old man was old. They didn't understand the weather. They did not consider all these factors. That old man said he's old. And in this modern era, nobody read speech for 20 minutes or 30 minutes. Everybody do the bullet point about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. That's it. But
they put out wrote a speech, they wrote working document, said that speech.
yeah. But from every step of the way, you see slacking. You see him slacking. You see him slacking going down. So I just want to conclude that what I'm seeing from Boakai, we're just going to see it's just going to be Liberian people as usual until we can see a progressive people from like this guy from Ouagadougou to reign. Those are all progressive guys who have a different mindset, want to get rid of the status quo. That's the kind of people that
we carry Yekeh 2029.
But Liberians, I'm not seeing it yet. I'm not seeing it. I'm disappointed in Liberian governance. True.
Man, come on, Boo. Come on, Boo. Come on, Boo.
Man, I drive my truck, man. I here for your politics.
If you put your money politics, now you have a politics.
Dave Kuri. President Dave Kuri right away.
Man, come on, Boo. Come on, Boo. Come join the Yekeh team. Yekeh 2029 for president. Yekeh Korlubah 2029 for president.
Let's move on here, gentlemen, because I have another interview coming up soon. Let's move on here. We will skip one and move here to
the we talk about
you just come on the show. I don't want you to regulate things right now. You bet.
My man, I'm a call for now. I fund the show. So don't try shit. I fund the show.
I know, but let's move on to the next.
That's my show there.
Let's move on to your Prophet Key topic here.
Yeah. Let's have a Prophet Key.
Here because I have. So, Pastor, are you guys still with us? So, Mr. Talu, so what you make of the restriction right now, the traveling ban of Prophet Key? They're asking him to turn his travel.
Amen. Hey, Jamie, who you right there? When I can't gratify, when I be discussing Prophet Key our show. Look at people, they don't need gratification. We don't gratify them yet. We can't discuss Prophet Key, we gratify him. Those kind of people, I don't know what with Liberian people.
Yeah, I understand.
But the case is dismissed. So so that means it's not even true because the case is been dismissed.
No, it's not dismissed.
It's been dismissed already.
Yeah,
no.
Dismiss the case.
What?
Who dismissed? You're already following the case.
Why did they tell him to turn his traveling document?
The case is dismissed already, my brother.
There's a traveling ban on the major case dismissed.
The case is not dismissed. They may have a trial coming up.
That's true. The case is been dismissed.
No, he was arrested and released from jail, but the case is not dismissed.
No,
No, the case got dismissed again.
today,
Nothing. When I
today
you
they
behind it,
dismissed the case.
the case dismissed, man.
Today.
Myself, I saw in the very first place, the first thing that came out this morning was Judy Andy Tapper dropped charges against Prophet Key.
Right.
After a period of time, another key version came out say the court dropped charges against Prophet Key.
No, the case was dismissed.
I'm
The
coming
private case.
now. Coming. The one I got, I put in the floor. The next one that came out was Judy Andy Tapper saying the court dismissed her case without her consent.
But the court does not need your consent.
Who told you?
That's not how the court system works.
Who
The court
told
does
you?
not have to go to all to tell that they're going to dismiss your case. In the first place, let me tell you why. Let me tell you because this is my area. I understand the whole process. And I'm not trying to be reservoir all the knowledge here tonight, but I mean I just want to tell you the fire that
So everybody got
in
an
the,
area, my man. When I legal
in the
thing,
first place, in the first place, in the first place, the charges that Judy filed in was wrongly or then filed. She's talking about criminal case. This is a civil matter. Give me a break. This is a civil matter. It's not a criminal case. This has to do with freedom of speech. When Joseph Boakai
Are you telling me defamation of character is
there is
criminal?
do you know what defamation of character means? Do you know the standard to
defamation of
prove
character can never be a criminal case.
do you know the standard to prove a defamation? Do you know the standard?
Go ahead.
It's a hard bar to prove. You first of all got to prove damages. That's number one. So this is a civil matter. It's not a criminal case. And the prosecution have the right to look at the case and see that there is no merit to dismiss the case. It happened to us here when we go to court here. You go to traffic court here in the place here, the police pull you over, you go to court. They look at the case in the court. And then the judge say, I'm going to dismiss the case without prejudice. It does not mean that there was, I don't call it the case it didn't happen. But to prove it, they didn't need a standard. So the merit was not there. So she crying today, going up and down, crying, losing tears. How she served government from government to government. In fact, that's the same thing the prophet accused of her. She worked in government for more than 10, 15, 20 years, from one leader to another leader. Because what? The prophet saw that because she been sleeping with all the leaders. So she just proved, I think she need to just shut up, my brother. She just need to shut up. I'm not a fan of Prophet Key, to be honest with you, but this is no case, and no government want to find itself in the midst of this kind of case that has to do especially the right to express yourself. And Judy Annie, as a government official, does not even have any privacy to anything. She has no expectation of privacy. So people can say anything she want to say. Why they can't say about Joe Biden here? Why they can't say about all the ministers, Samuel Tuer, and how you didn't go to court one day? You didn't know why they call Samuel Tuer ma? You didn't know why they call Joe Weah ma? You didn't know why they call all of the government officials? But they have no expectation of privacy when you serve in a government position. It's a public position. In that public position you are serving in. So the prosecuting team were not stupid. And that's why they dismissed it, because they know that there was no way they could proceed with it.
Dave, the thing I hurt him and feeling the whole thing said is that they had a Judy Andy Tapper even going to co with Prophet Key.
She just get a publicity for no reason.
You can't get a man relevant.
For no reason.
Relevant.
And the man walk out of
Try to go back to brother here, no build the broad street there, pass the right tire, you go by here, wherever you keep and go back to Morocco. What's you get the man relevant?
And that's why you don't enjoy hearing Joseph Sadiq. You can say, I'm not going to make no more hair out of mountain. If you are looking for relevancy. And she gave him the relevancy that he needed. So now look at Prophet Key today now. The case was dismissed and she on the TV crying. Go and watch it later. YouTube, you see what I'm talking about. Crying. How she will carry people to the justice ministry. They will revoke and this and that. They will threat. Go and watch it.
but the devil, she has been in government over 12 years.
Yeah.
What does she want?
Don't mind.
Now, no, she
Why-
done been in government over 12 years.
She just
Don't reduce. I won't tell you.
she don't
Don't
want to.
reduce.
You know what happened? She don't want to leave power. That the problem.
Don't reduce the woman serving. The woman serve Charles Taylor as cultural ambassador.
Yeah.
Wow.
She served all the interim presidents. She served
Everybody.
Judy Bryant as cultural ambassador.
Yeah.
She served Manoseri as cultural ambassador. She served
Yeah.
George Will as cultural ambassador.
Yeah.
What she can grow?
But she doesn't want to leave power. And everybody,
Her family heritage.
you know,
That
everybody
she
can
go
see it
there?
clearly. Everybody seen it clearly.
No, for me, I don't have. For me, I think Judy Anita should give way. But my only issue here is that people, the proper key nation, not even dance in the corridor of our cultural setting. They should not even dance in our corridor.
They should not give that kind of man relevancy that I feel like doing all right, man. Everywhere he goes, calling crowd. They don't mean to not give you that kind of calling. They don't want to do it.
No, that's true, man. That's true. I agree with you guys.
My man, if you are in Labrador, the police will wait for that man. They try to but the fact you send your man by your web knocking to the far. You will not control the Morovia, you call, you go back. For me, I'd rather go. Not driving to the border, okay, be someone go fun. About be there again to the far. So that for a busy, I want more on your show, 25 years. You will not come Morovia. You said they want to receive you and go Morovia everywhere. You will tell me I go back Morocco.
Yeah. So for you, Annie, your case is over. Unless you take another appeal. But to take an appeal, you got to show cause. You don't just say appeal in the court of law like that. And that appeal got to be looked at by the lawyer and the judges to see whether it even matters for them to even waste their time to even go into that appeal.
No, appeal is a constitutional right that you cannot deprive. I can come to you as a judge and say, I'm not satisfied with your ruling. I take an appeal to the higher court. The judge presiding over the case cannot deprive him. In fact, he doesn't have the right to tell you no.
No, what happens is that in an appeal, that appeal code is different. Appeal code, it means that another judge has already run a decision in that case. So now you are telling the next judge that, the last time I went to the other court here, the judge said this are wrong. So when you go to appeal court, it's a special court. You go to appeal court, and I know we don't have that in Liberia, but it's a separate court in the America here. They call it the court of appeal. So you go to the court, and you write your brief. You write your brief and tell them the reason why you think that the first judge ran a decision was in error. And that brief is what that judge will look at to even qualify you to think that it is your case worth looking at for the second time. That's what they do here. So what I'm saying is that if she want to go for an appeal, she will have the right as a constitutional mandate to go. But it means that she'll also be spending money because she got a lawyer, and that lawyer that read the brief, that'll be doing that for her. So does she want to waste her time on case that?
But Julian, no, Judy, and what budget for almost 30 some more years she been in that ambassador job.
But she's not going to be doing that job anymore. So why she want to waste that money?
Why did she not doing it?
Huh?
Why did she not doing it?
You think she's going to stay a cultural ambassador on a Boakai? You think so?
Certainly.
I don't think so.
So you think Boakai going to make Prophet Key cultural ambassador?
I don't think so either.
That's not what I'm saying.
Prophet Key.
That woman do it. That woman do that. Now the woman that will run behind from VR before you reach the man. They will just say comfort.
I think that Prophet Key might his way back.
They get a call. They call Jojo. He might likely be the cultural ambassador.
But I do any protege.
So what is the role of a cultural ambassador? What do they do? They work out of the country or they travel a lot? What exactly they do?
The cultural ambassador should be the one, displaying our national culture to the outside world. So, for example, couple of months ago, before the election, there was a cultural festival that was held in China. We're supposed to go to the kind of cultural event and display Liberia culture. The next thing is that the culture ambassador is supposed to look within our culture and see which of those culture that we practice that are not applicable in this generation. And even petition the house to pass law to forbid certain things that our culture practice, that we practice in our culture that are not applicable in modern day reality. So, for example, during those days, when certain country devil come in outside, everybody can run and go inside. When that country devil catch you outside, they'll beat you. Today is not acceptable. Female or genital mutilation, it's not acceptable. These are cultural practice. So the cultural ambassador is supposed to go in those areas, look at the cultural, they say, and see which one is right, which one is not right, and make sure you pass law that will forbid those things or promote some culture that are good. But we have reduced our culture to culture dancing. That didn't now reduce our culture, that ambassador went to culture dancing.
But I don't think Liberians are dancing culture again, though.
What? My man, when they say even when you see in short, but more dancing, yeah, when I'm free shaking in front of the minister there, they give you.
The new generation, of Liberians, artists, and
the dancing culture.
They are
go right now on YouTube and just say, "Po, Liberia culture there." They'll bring you up to date. He might say they'll show you tomorrow. Yesterday,
Yeah, I don't. Do you see them dancing culture, or the more into, trying to promote our, cultural voice, the way we sound, the music. Augustus?
What's up?
I told you Augustus was sleep. Augustus going to bed.
My man, I'm not sleeping, man. Stop it.
Well, anyway, gentlemen.
You're not talking.
No, my man, if you have nothing to say in this, I have nothing to say in that discussion about cultural ambassador.
Well, how you have, I have nothing to say, but you're the one that pretty much wanted to discuss the Prophet Key.
Yeah, I didn't. I have like a limited knowledge in cultural ambassadors. I know that they represent the cultural, everything that happens have to do with culture, But I don't even know that the woman served Charles Taylor, served the interim president again, served Ellen, then George Weah. Then you want to serve Boakai?
She's an ambassador in merit too.
So let me ask you, Pastor Success. So being a cultural ambassador, is it a tenure position?
It's just a social recognition of a specific person, and you can just be there. It's not really a tenure position.
What?
So I said, do you get paid when you are cultural ambassador?
Yeah, I think yes. So I think you fall under the Ministry of Internal Affairs.
Yeah, it falls on Internal Affairs. It falls on Internal Affairs, you're right.
So you get paid.
Yeah.
So you get paid. And you also get to travel.
Yeah. I'm work for free, like, bro. I'm going, you get something. You got budget. You think how to travel? Culture ambassadors don't be out here explaining Liberian culture to the rest of the world. They don't just dance it.
No, I want to talk about dancing. You
You're not just dancing.
we got culture true.
You're supposed to go out there and explain the culture.
I call it quarter troop.
Culture true.
What's your
Our friend in country having a cultural festival. I will get culture true. You're also going to war.
yeah. I
My
think
like, bro.
we spell is it culture troop or maybe that different way we spell it, but we
No,
pronounce it.
troop, yeah.
It's still our OOP troops.
Yeah, troop, yeah.
Yeah, but troop can always be associated not only about soldier, it can also be associated to a group as a troop. You know, if you define the word troop, it
It's always
gets
one. It's always like an authority, man.
no. So,
Like,
gentlemen, thank you guys. We're gonna give 2 minutes to each one of you for our closing statement. I have another interview starting soon here, so we'll
Yeah,
start.
let me just give my closing statement so I can leave quickly because I'm about to attend to something else. Let me just say this. For me, my prayer right now to God and with sincerity, because we are past the level of politics, we are past the level of campaign, we are past wherever. We are now into governing process. Whether we like it, we don't like it, the pain will be there, we know whatever. He's not what Fernandez, he's not the man we wanted, but he is the president. Omen Boakai, I pray and I will continue to pray and ask God. The Omen, the presidency he wanted, he got it. He will serve for 6 years. He's not getting no sickness will do anything to him. He will not be incapacitated. Michael will not get there. The Omen will go there 6 years.
I'm probably not ready, man. You ready? Tired.
Even just the only the AFL people lapa they take off. The Omen was shaped all over the place. The real opposition political party didn't get on you. That just within his cycle.
Yeah.
So let's pray. You will say
Okay.
you will that presidency that Omen will serve it.
I can see
With
that.
that being said, gentlemen, I beg to leave. I will see you guys on Sunday.
Yeah, we'll see you guys. And also,
see you, Pastor Costa.
tomorrow.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Ali, you sleep tonight.
Man,
All right. So we'll start with Dave.
come
Dave,
back.
go ahead. Closing statement.
What did?
You're busy with the kids. Dave, are you there?
Well, oh, one thing is that uh, I think it has to do with Liberia as a whole. I think Liberians lack good governance. We don't know how to execute good governance. I think when it comes to good governance, we fail. It's not just Boakai alone. I think from Dole, to Charles Taylor, from Charles Taylor to Ellen, from Ellen to George, now Boakai. I think for me, it's just Liberian. It's just Liberia as a whole. We don't know how to govern, and we have not seen a true leader who who who's going to demonstrate everything to move the Liberian profile. I think Boakai is slacking, and Boakai does not have the energy to lead again. From by the next 2 to 3 years, I don't think Boakai will be able to lead Liberia. And I don't know, man, but we have to pray for him because he's our leader. We have to pray and for God to give his strength. But I'm disappointed in the Liberian people. I'm just disappointed. I'm totally disappointed that when it comes to good governance, we fail. Even in our local chapter.
Thank you. I know you want to extend the but maybe we can do it another time because I have
King Yugoslavia, my man.
I have another interview.
I'm in my 18-wheeler just cruising, as I've been driving like a year and a half. I'm still learning, I'm still learning my ways out. You know, but it's an easy job. I decided to leave the office space a little bit. Let me leave the office space because I've been in the office space for over 5 to 10 years. And,
Wow.
so let me get out to an experience physical job. There's a blue collar job.
Right.
Yeah, it's a blue collar job. So let me see what it takes. But it's easier. Get some rest, sleep, wake up. You just do what you're supposed to do. That's it. But
So you are in Florida right now?
yeah, my man. I'm
Which
in.
part of
I'm in
Florida?
Florida. I'm in Miami. Yeah, I came to deliver to a Target store.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
and I'll be coming by to Des Moines, my
all right.
city.
Well, safe drive and enjoy the ride. And congratulations on this new job. I think you've been there for almost a year. And any update before we'll be ending in the next 5 minutes here. Any update on the Liberian Choice Award? Any breaking news?
The update is that we we uh we building our website. Laboratories of War is a war show that create platform for people to choose. So right now the our website is on construction. Once the website is done, we going to blow the publicity. But we postponed the date, and we will let people know once we get our website built and we get everybody, and then we will let the public know.
What's
But
the
like first course award is this year.
what's the new date?
The new date is September 21st.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
September 21st at Greenview University.
so the website is only construction now.
Yeah. The website on construction right now. Once the website is done, the publicist is going to come on your show. She's going to come on your show and give the people an insight.
Thank you.
And I mean, like I said, Library Award is for me. It's my passion. It is something that I want to see, and I want us to have a national platform or national discussion. So these kind of platform is good for the Liberian people, and that is my contribution. So it's a passion. I have a passion in that. So my man, tell me about.
Well, I have another interview that's starting in the next 10 minutes, so I will
Tell me about Saturday.
yeah, so I will call you and lecture you more about the upcoming.
I don't want to lecture me. I want you to tell me right now.
Thank you very much, Share. We appreciate your input, but we'll talk to you soon.
All right, boss.